The following video documents my personal story. If you or anyone you know struggles with PCOS or any other female health issue, call the Office on Women's Health helpline at 1-800-994-9662. Hi, my name is Sierra Thornton. For my Capstone project, I chose to research polycystic ovarian syndrome. PCOS is a very common disorder, but there are a lot of questions that are associated with it. To bring awareness to this issue, I will answer some of the questions, but there are still a lot of questions that are unanswered. While providing research, I will also showcase my struggles with PCOS. I was diagnosed the summer after I graduated high school. However, throughout my senior year of high school, I had many health issues that led to me having to go to the doctor. PCOS is a disorder I think that every woman should know about, and I hope my video will bring awareness to it. When I went to the doctor for the first time and was diagnosed with PCOS, I asked the question, what is PCOS? And this is a question that everyone asks. PCOS is a common health problem caused by an imbalance of reproductive hormones that affect 1 in 10 women of childbearing age. The hormonal imbalance creates problems in the ovaries. The ovaries make the egg that is released each month as part of a healthy menstrual cycle. With PCOS, the egg may not develop as it should, or it may not be released during ovulation as it should.
And how long have you been overweight?
I've been overweight my entire life. It just isn't easy to lose weight, and I've failed trying to lose weight. But I think what it is you have to want it. You have to want to lose weight, not just lose weight because you think... See, for me, I've always wanted to lose weight because I think it'll make me look pretty rather than it making me be healthy. So I think that's the problem with my sort of struggle with weight loss. I am a huge race fan. And getting in a race car being overweight is not easy.
So you have raced a race car? You're not just a fan?
I have raced before, and I loved it, but it was exhausting for me to get in the car and get out of the car.
Because you have to get in by the window, is that correct?
There's no door. I mean, there's a door, but there's no, opening the door. You have to climb through a window. I was in band in high school, marching band. So marching band is very active, so it helped me keep sort of a steady weight, or I would lose weight. But my senior year, I started, my academics were just sort of, that's all I focused on really, because I was getting ready to go off somewhere and I didn't know where I wanted to go. I was taking the ACT test 7 times. I just wanted to set goals and make it healthy, achieve those goals healthy, and I was not achieving my goals healthy. I was stressing. I would come home crying to my mom, like, Mom, I just want to get in top 10%. And then once it got here, once I achieved all of that, I looked at myself in the mirror, I looked at all my graduation pictures, and I was just like, wow, I let myself go. The year before, I weighed a lot less than I did my senior year.
So your senior year is when you've put on the most weight?
Yes.
Probably.
And my senior year is also when I began noticing issues with as far as PCOS. I don't think that is school's fault. I think that's my fault.
There is a wide range of signs and symptoms, including excessive hair growth or hair loss, acne, obesity, irregular menstrual cycles, infertility. PCOS may also be associated with insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. Now, the causes of PCOS, there isn't very exact causes, but experts have an idea of some of the factors. High levels of androgens. Androgens are sometimes called the male hormones. Also, high levels of insulin. When I was diagnosed, I had a very high level of insulin, and that was one of the factors that led to them diagnosing me. How is PCOS diagnosed? There are typically 4 ways they can diagnose, but there is no single test. One is a physical examination, which is one of the ways that they diagnosed me, a pelvic exam, and a pelvic ultrasound and blood test. I was given a physical exam and a blood test, and that is how they diagnosed me. How is PCOS treated? Like I've said before, there is no cure for PCOS, but there is a way you can manage the symptoms. One of the ways is steps you can take at your home to relieve the symptoms, such as exercising, having a better eating habit, etc. And then there are medicines. I have currently been placed on many different medicines, such as metformin, which is an oral diabetes medicine that helps control blood sugar levels. Contrave is an FDA-approved weight loss medication that may help adults who are overweight or struggle with obesity and they can't lose weight and they can't keep it off. Trilomarzia, which is a birth control, and B12. For me, the only one that I am able to successfully take is metformin. The other two medications get me really sick. I become ill and I have to quit taking them. The B12 is not necessarily a prescription medication. It just helps for me with energy. Other health issues linked to PCOS. Diabetes. Diabetes runs in my family, so there is a high chance that I can get diabetes. So I'm trying to take the precautions to prevent that. High blood pressure. I also have very high blood pressure. High blood pressure can also lead to having strokes and a heart disease. Unhealthy cholesterol. Women with PCOS often have higher levels of bad cholesterol and low levels of good cholesterol. Sleep apnea, depression, and anxiety. This is a very common thing within women who have PCOS. One, because most of the time there is a possibility of them being obese, and for me personally, I know I had to deal with the struggles of being obese as a child, so it led to some depression and anxiety. Endometrial cancer. One of the big questions that is always asked is, can you get pregnant when having PCOS? Yes, you can get pregnant with having PCOS. PCOS is one of the most common but treatable causes of infertility in women. But you must know that there are struggles while getting pregnant. While in the pregnancy, you can have a miscarriage, gestational diabetes, preeclampsia, and a cesarean section.
So when I told my friends about PCOS, they didn't know what it was. So then my friend, she thought about it. She said, you know, Sierra, I've had the same issues that you've been having. And I said, well, go to the doctor. Don't wait like I did.
Right.
And so she went, and they said, we think you have PCOS. That's how common it is. One of my best friends has the same thing that I do.
And neither one of you knew anything about it.
No, we didn't know about it.
Right.
And so I think that's awful. Like, my goal and my vision for the project was to show how I'm losing the weight. I wanted to start from the beginning, my weight loss journey. But as I'm sitting here, I did not go on a weight loss journey. And so my vision has changed completely. Because I'm sitting here today and saying that I failed on my weight
This time.
This time.
I hope that my project will allow for others to see that there needs to be more extensive research done in order to find a more accurate treatment for PCOS. And I also hope my video will help educate young women about PCOS, because I certainly wish someone would have educated me. Thank you all for watching.